Knifedope. More dope. Come and get your fix. What's up, fuckers? Your boy's back with a fresh batch of dope. Knifedope. That's right, people. The hits don't stop. Got a quick couple of announcements to touch base on with y'all. First, we got a big one. D&K Knives. That's right. You know who they are. They got all the dope you need with a foreign or domestic. They just stepped the game up. Shout out to Don Farmer. That's right. D&K Knives is now accepting Sezzle. Watch out now. Go ahead and treat yourself. I would. Just be sure to use code Knifedope for 10% off your purchase. And then once you get that knife, you got to mod it. Trick it out. Make it your own. Head on over to Original Goat. Treat yourself. Just be sure to use code FUCKER for 15% off your purchase. Okay, people. Let's get to the dope. We got quite a few packages that came in. You know how we do. We got one from Mr. Brian from Jack Wolf Knives. Brian, goddammit. Mr. Ben from Jack Wolf Knives. We'll touch base on that one. Then we got one from QSP. This actually came from Mr. David from the Apex group. We'll get to that. And then we got one from Mr. Corey, Stafford's EDC. Fine gentlemen all around. And then I also got this. We're gonna just check this out. This was an Amazon find. I actually bought this for the wife, to be honest with you, but she's not digging it. These are from Civivi. These are collapsible tweezers. I thought she could use them for, like, you know, eyebrows and shit like that. But once we got them, these are more like needle nose, essentially. So these would be more into the EDC realm, like, you know, splinters and fucking knife mods, picking up shit. So I guess they're going into my daily carry. Titanium. I don't know if it's really worth it. This was like goddamn 30 bucks, but it is what it is, man. Amazon. Okay, let's get to the dope. First, we're going to, these are all knives, so we're gonna get to that. But this was something I wanted to point out to y'all. I just spoke to Ben for the first time. You know, up until this point, up until recently rather, I really wasn't into Jack Wolf knives. Not anything to do with the knives themselves. It's just that up until recently, all they did was slip joints. And I'm not really into slip joints. But recently they went ahead and they dropped this beauty. Knife so nice, I bought it twice. This is the Gunslinger. Now, I really hadn't spoke about it, but there was an issue I was having with this. You see that? On deployment, it wasn't locking up. Now, this is a consistent issue with this version. If I go a little bit slower, it would lock up. But something was happening in there. I disassembled it, and from what I thought, or what I gathered, the lock bar insert wasn't seating right. You know, that's where your D10 ball is. So I sent a video to him, and he went ahead and sent me a new lock bar insert to try to fix it. So let's see. And then I also got a couple of other things in here. But first, if you do enjoy the content, I'd ask that you would share, like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe, goddammit. It does help the channel. It does trick that algorithm, and it does help your boy to go viral. Okay, enough of that. Okay, a little bit of swag in here too. I'm not gonna do this now, but just to show you guys what it is. This is your lock bar insert. There's your D10 ball. There's your mounting screw. So we're gonna go ahead and change that at some point. Try to see if we rectify the situation. Ended up getting a new pair of skiffs for my second Gunslinger. And then let's see what he sent me. Sent me this cool patch. Nice little patch there. I'm not big into patches, but I appreciate it. This one's pretty cool too. Miami Nights, baby. Jack Wolf Knives, baby. Great guy. I definitely don't mind supporting a company like this. So shout out to him. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's get into this one first, actually. No, fuck around. Let's do this one first. This one was from Corey. Let's see, for unboxing knife. We're gonna use this one. This was actually in the pocket yesterday for the first time. This is the Kaiser Clipper. Something that I wanted to point out that I didn't know during the unboxing. You're actually able to go ahead and reverse flick it by putting your finger on that finish. It does allow me to reverse flick, so that's pretty cool. I was thinking it was only going to be the front flipper deployment, but you are able to reverse flick it. And it's a slicey hoe. So let's find out what's up in this joint. We got one coming in from Kunwu. I think this is actually a knife that belongs to Rob from Rob's Nerdy Knives. He just went ahead and added it to the pass around group and allowed us to check it out. This one is, I think, the one of the most recent drops from Kunwu. This is the Chad. Now, I really do like what Kunwu's doing. I've bought a couple of Kunwus over the last year or so. I think I bought the X-Tau, and then I bought the Orion too. They're no longer with me, but they are great knives. So let's take a look at this one. This one was a pre-order at one time. This version here you see in front of you is no longer available. It is sold out, but they do have a couple of other different handle versions that you can get. This comes in at about $259. We've got a handle length / close length coming in at 4.3 inches. Overall length comes in at 8.7. Blade length comes in at 3.77. We've got this beautiful Wharncliffe / sheep's foot apparatus. Blade stock thickness 0.12 of an inch. This is actually PM 60 for our blade steel. I had never ever heard of this blade steel, but they do have a reported HRC of 66 to 69, goddamn it. Hard goddamn steel. So much so that when they were actually doing the production of this knife, they underestimated what it was going to take to do the grinds on these, and they ended up taking them a lot more time, a lot more materials as far as belts and whatnot. So I believe that they lost their ass on this. You know, they wanted to maintain the price that they had quoted. So shout out to Sergio. Sergio's a good guy. He's actually the face of Kunwu, so you got to respect him for that. Titanium handles. This version is actually the orange peel version, which is my favorite version. We've got the open back construction, milled titanium pocket clip, which does fit the wire base assembly. I think they might even send you a wire clip with this one as well. Overall weight on this comes in at 4.76 ounces. And they use a crossbar lock. I don't know what they call it. It is buttery goddamn smooth. You know, I will give them that. However, the springs that are in this one are the light springs. And you can see that you can easily flick that out. Let's put up a couple of knives for some size comparison. Basically a little bit of knife flexing. You know how we do. Let's keep that same crossbar energy with this one. We're looking at the Vosteed Corsair. Really enjoying that motherfucker for sure. So we can see that the Chad is definitely bigger than that. Next up, an American classic. Shout out to Johnny B. We're looking at the Benchmade Osborne 940-1. So the Chad is definitely bigger than both of these. Let's do two more. God damn it, two more. Coming in hot again with some more American dope. AKA the Bug Out Killer. And that's going to be the Hogue Deca. Version 2. Don't get it fucked up. So the Chad is once again bigger than that. Last but certainly not least, one of the best values you can get, which is the Tuya NV4. And that is also smaller than the Chad. So the Chad is definitely a full-size knife, coming back in over 8 inches. A little bit outside my sweet spot. I prefer to go no bigger than overall 7 3/4 is my preference, but you know, this is a good looking knife for sure. Definitely worth it. I know a lot of people signed up for it, so there it is, the Chad. All right, next up, like I said, this one came from David from the Apex Pass Around group. We're going to be using once again this beauty. I'm really digging this. This has grown on me a little bit. And that is the clipper. Make sure we got no personal information. This one is from QSP, obviously. And this is one of the QSP has dropped quite a bit of new models this year, just recently, as a matter of fact. I think they kind of went quiet towards the end of last year and the beginning of this year, and then they flooded us with a bunch of models. This one right here is the Kestrel, Kestrel, something like that, goddammit. Price point on this comes in at $69.80. Kind of a weird price. You can see up close we've got what appears to be almost like a burlap micarta. Close length / handle length comes in at 4 inches. Overall length came in at 6.87. Blade length 2.87. We've got a blade stock thickness coming in at 0.12 of an inch. This is in Sandvik 14C 28N blade steel. Nice clip point apparatus. Look at that beautiful stonewash finish on that blade. I think they also have a black wash you can get on this as well. The knife is deployed via that flip. I think that flipper tab is a little small though, to be honest with you. When I pull on it, I feel like I have to drag my finger across the base of that spine. But you also got these thumb studs. For me, that's where it's at. Nice and snappy. We've got the open back construction on here. They did change their pocket clips a little bit. I've never seen this one before. I think that's steel. No telling. Let me find out. Do I got a goddamn? No, I ain't got. Oh yeah, I do. I got a magnet. No, that's titanium. Okay, titanium pocket clip. It is riding on caged ceramic bearings, ceramic detent ball. Overall weight on this came in at 3.20 ounces. So yeah, this is giving me Hawk vibes. The Hawk from QSP, I think, is an underrated knife for sure. This is very similar with the exception of the blade shape, but yeah, let's put up some comparisons for this one as well. Let's keep it in the family. The legendary QSP Penguin, baby. So the Kestrel and the Penguin, actually the Penguin's just a hair bigger than the Kestrel. Next up, an American classic, Spyderco Shaman, baby, with the AWT scales. So the Kestrel is definitely smaller than that. Let's do 2 more. God damn it, 2 more. Bringing it back to that fantastic family tree. My favorite Penguin, and that's going to be the Penguin Plus. Kestrel's definitely smaller than that. Last but certainly not least, another Spyderco classic. We're looking at the Kapara. Once again, Kestrel has no match for that overall size of the Kapara. So there we have it, people. 2 knives from 2 companies. What do y'all think? I definitely think that out of the 2, I am preferring the Chad. Granted, I would have definitely preferred to swap out them springs, but I don't know if you guys have ever tried taking apart any of these Kunwu knives. It's kind of intricate, you know. It's not. They do a lot of how do I say it? It's not as easy as you fucking think. Put it to you like that. And I like to consider myself very proficient with these knife disassemblies, and I had a hard time with the Pulsar. I did it, but it was a pain in the dick for sure. Well, what do you fuckers think? Are you a fan of the Chad? Are you a fan of the Kestrel? Tell me all about it. Love you, mean it. Until the next time, cut something, cut someone, just don't cut yourself. Stay dangerous, fuckers!